Russia says its troops have retaken 3 villages seized by Ukraine in its Kursk border region in a fresh setback for Kyiv. This days ahead of talks between the US and Ukrainian negotiators to secure a truce, even as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has called for more sanctions against Russia after overnight strikes killed over 20 people and wounded dozens more. Now, according to the emergency services, Russian forces attacked Dobropilia with ballistic missiles, multiple rockets and drones, killing 11 people and wounding 40 others. Earlier in the day, Donetsk Governor Vadim Pilashkin said a strike on the city of Pokrovsk killed a man in his 40s and wounded 2 others. 4 people were killed in drone attacks in the eastern Kharkiv region. Also, a drone attack killed a 74-year-old man in the southern Kherson region.
Russia is proving literally every day with its cruelty that nothing has changed for them in Moscow. They are not thinking about how to end the war, but about how to destroy and capture more, as long as the world allows them to wage this war.
The overnight air raids came after US President Donald Trump threatened new sanctions and tariffs on Russia, but said it may be easier to work with Moscow than Kyiv on efforts to end the 3-year-long war. US envoy Steve Witkoff says that Washington wanted to discuss an initial ceasefire with Russia, and a framework for a longer agreement. The 3-year-long war is now at a critical juncture for Ukraine after Trump suspended US military aid following his public falling out with Zelensky last week. Ukraine's troops in Kursk have seen their position worsen in recent weeks as Russian forces pushed back. Russia's defense ministry on Saturday announced the recapture of 3 more villages, according to Deep State, which is an online military tracker linked to the Ukrainian army. The Russian move followed a breach in the Ukrainian defense lines near the town of Sudzha, which is under Kyiv's control. The advance appears to have cut off the logistics route needed by Ukraine to supply its troops, although Kyiv has not confirmed this. The Ukrainian military general staff says that clashes were ongoing amid heavy bombardment with artillery and guided aerial bombs. Dr. Sergei Sumleny is a defense expert and director, European Resilience Initiative Center. Dr. Sumleny is now joining us live from Berlin, Germany. Good to see you, Doctor. What is, in your opinion, Ukraine's bridge of defense, and why is the country facing numerous setbacks in the battlefield?
Yes, hello, and thank you for having invited me today. Always a pleasure to be your guest. There are several reasons for the current situation. The United States have stopped providing Ukraine with intelligence data, which was crucial for identifying Russian missile launches before the missiles enter Ukrainian airspace. The practice helped Ukrainian air defense to intercept Russian missiles more efficiently because the Ukrainians could know where to expect them. Now this data is cut off. The Ukrainians also suspect that the US government tolerates or started to tolerate that Ukrainian private companies sell high-precision satellite images to Russia, which allows Russians to be more precise in their strikes, to find targets, and to guide their missiles with more precision. That has not been confirmed yet, but I personally can imagine that pretty well. And you have talked about like two areas of the front. One is Dobropilia, this Ukrainian town hit by ballistic missiles recently close to Pokrovsk in the southeast of Ukraine, Donbas region. I've been there like a week ago, and this area is much contested, and Russians are trying to push there as much as possible, investing a lot of troops and hitting also civilian infrastructure behind the Ukrainian front lines. And another area is Sudzha in Kursk region, Russian region, partly occupied by Ukrainian troops who hold their positions, have been there last time in end of December on Christmas. And the situation there was already very hard because Russians want with any price possible to regain full control over Sudzha. And now we're seeing the pictures from August last year when Ukrainian troops were advancing, and that's Ukrainian troops cleansing the Russian border point. That are Russian soldiers capitulating on the picture now. Like now it looks different. The Russians have accumulated there a lot of troops from North Korea. A lot of drones are in the air. I've personally seen it with my own eyes a couple of months ago, and it is very hard because Russians want to regain control over the region and to claim that no Russian land is under control of Ukraine.
All right, that is Dr. Sergei Sumleny. Doctor, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for your insights and for talking to us today.
Thank you so much.